Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary Carroll. It's always good to have you here. I started off my career working for PennDOT as a lawyer, so I know the Herculean burdens in front of you, your staff, and all the people out there working on the front line. And I want to first just commend you for the work that you've been doing. We've been fixing bridges and roads at a breakneck speed, historic speed. For the public, you can look at www.penndotpa.gov/results. There's really been impressive work done. I've been very happy locally working with our new district executive to work on solutions for Route 611. Always happy to be working with Bucks County Maintenance. They've been exceptionally responsive, and they're doing incredible work with the limited resources that they have. But one of the things that my constituents always contact my office about, one of the largest percentage of concerns that I have is road maintenance. And District 6, it's the first in daily miles traveled, first in population, first in median income. But we have the second highest number of roads and bridges that are in poor condition. It's a structural problem. It's a problem that's unique to this area in regard to maintenance specifically. We're the most condensed, we're the most traveled, with the highest cost of living in the state. And we're seeing pressures with cost of living and frankly, competition from local municipalities who are able to more freely adjust their payment structure, their benefit structure, to bring people in to work on local maintenance. So this is something that I don't see being fixed by hiring fairs, because we're always going to have that structural problem of the cost of living and competition from these local municipalities until we do something about this. And these are like historic levels of vacancies that we're only 70% staffed on average. And, it could go up or down depending on, the time of the year. Maybe Chester County is worse off this year than I was last year, where Bucks County was one of the worst. But it's a Collier County problem. It's a problem that's going to spread out into Lancaster, Lebanon, Lehigh Valley possibly as well. So we're going to see this continuing to happen. And I guess it's hard for me to go back to my constituents and say you're getting 70% of what was expected. So, Representative Paoli is moving forward a study on regional pay. I've put forward a bill with several other Collier County representatives to increase the road take-back program, a program that hasn't been the increase hasn't occurred since like 2006, I think. So at least we could take some of these really high priority roads off of PennDOT's hands and put them in the hand of these maintenance departments that really have the resources. Should we consider a tax credit? Should we look at cost of living in some of our funding formulas in terms of finding ways to give more resources to these folks? Is a working group something we need? But I feel like we have to address this problem if we don't have creative solutions. And I've seen such great creativity from this department in terms of these huge issues that you're dealing with in terms of roads and bridges and this massive amount of ground that you have to cover. I'm wondering what we can do for this local maintenance issue particularly.
I value the question. You're not wrong. The math is tough when it comes to Bucks and Chester, and it has bled into Lancaster, by the way. PennDOT does not negotiate union contracts. The Office of Administration, it would be the place to start there. But if you have legislative remedies that you think would address the challenges that we have with staffing for PennDOT folks in Bucks County, I look forward to learning more about that.
Well, one of the things I hope we could do is possibly put together some type of working group to address these issues. If your department's open to that, I'd love to be contacted and at least have a point of reference for some of the representatives who have this problem, continue to have this problem, see it over and over again. So, and again, thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Happy to do that. Thank you.